Ho ho ho! And welcome to the 6th ever series ranking video here on the Horror Show. Now, who is this, you may be asking? Well, I'm last year's favorite, Dismember, December of Slaughtermas 2014. Now, the series in question we are going to be talking about is for Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's very appropriate for the holidays, as it has a killer Santa Claus, and it revolves around Christmas. Throw some Yuletide balls, and let's have a merry fucking Slaughtermas. Again, on a side note, I am not going to be doing the series ranking. Brian Gatto is. If you heard my voice through the whole video, it would get quite annoying after a while, and I don't think I could talk like this the whole video, so let's get started. Number 6. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 Initiation. Who wanted to see a SNDN movie with barely any Christmas elements, no killer Santa, and Clint Howard with a dildo mask over his face? No one. I don't care that this was directed by Brian Yunza. It doesn't retain anything that makes the franchise what it is. I understand that they wanted an anthology series after Part 3, and I'm fine with that. But good God, was a white dildo mask on Clint Howard's face the best way to go? I mean, if it were a black mask, it probably would have been longer and accidentally poked the camera or something. The whole cult thingy and hating men plot just sucks. And I'm not saying that because I'm a man. I am saying it because I wanted a killer Santa in my movie that's marketed towards being about a killer Santa Claus. Is that too much to ask for this Christmas? 1 out of 5. Number 5. Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Better watch out. This was the last installment to feature the Ricky story. Unfortunately, Eric Freeman did not return. But we did get Bill Moseley, who really underplayed the crazy patient character. The movie follows a blind bitchy woman, her brother's girlfriend, and her long-haired brother himself, Goldilocks. But it wasn't the three bears that caught him with their honey. It was the third installment in the Killer Santa franchise that caught him with a haircut to rival them all. This is a dull sequel and really should have been handled better. 1.5 out of 5. Number 4. Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. The Toy Maker. This was the last installment of the original series, and wouldn't you know it, it continued the whole anthology scenario the fourth installment started. This time, Joe Petto, the toy maker that wants to make a real boy. Sounds a lot like Puppet Master, am I right? Right? Fuck it, it's a Pinocchio ripoff. Begins to target a kid and his mother must try to stop the madness. This movie was fun and had decent effects. The characters were likable and I really enjoyed the Pinocchio story that they tinkered with, and turned it into a sad, depressing plot that works and still manages to be entertaining. 2.5 out of 5. Number 3. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2. If you ever wanted to see a sequel to SNDN and a best-of compilation of that holiday cheer-filled classic, then this is the movie for you. Eric Freeman's performance is astonishing and hilariously over the top. The effects are shit, the script is shit, the movie itself is shit, but that's why I love it. There's really not much else to say. It's a bad movie pretty much all around, but it is also so bad that it falls along the lines of something like Troll 2, which is so bad it's good. 3 out of 5. Number 2. Silent Night, Deadly Night, a 1984 original film. Now I know right now you are all probably shocked that this isn't my favorite, but hear me out. This is a fine film and all. However, I do feel people give it too much credit to the movie's plot. Let's take Halloween, the 2007 remake, for example. It did the exact same thing, but just made it more trashy. I think people like SNDN better because it is so 80s and nostalgia-wise, it's a great fun time. The controversy also amped up the hype. Parents uproared with hate for this film. A Killer Santa? How sinister. We should totally ban it, even though there is other Killer Santa and horror based around Christmas time movies out there that came out before this one. Still, it has a sort of stale, rinse and repeat story. From beginning to end, every little plot is repeated over and over again, until the conclusion. The climax is when Billy puts on the Santa suit and freaks going on a killing spree. It is not the worst slasher film of the 80s, but it's definitely not the best. 3.5 out of 5. And my favorite SNDN movie is... number 1. Silent Night, the 2012 remake, reboot? Who cares? This movie is awesome. So you want a slasher movie with a killer that resembles Jason or Michael, and is a man dressed in a Santa suit? Well, then this movie will deliver way more than the original ever could. The effects, characters, story, and Killer Santa are all positives in this movie. However, this doesn't have a high replay value. I have yet to figure out why, seeing as how this is the best one of the bunch so far, in my opinion. But looking at it from a fan of horror standpoint, this offers everything us slasher fanatics love about the genre. Malcolm McDowell is my favorite character next to the Killer Santa himself, and a character even references Garbage Day. Need I say more? 4 out of 5. Now you may be wondering, where the hell am I? And why am I not wearing my hat? Well, they forgot to bring it downstairs. Why did I not go upstairs and get it myself? That's why. Hairline fracture in my toe. You want to talk about dedication? I stayed down here and did the other half of my video, walking back and forth trying to get to my computer. That's dedication. So that was my series ranking for the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. Least to greatest. Hopefully they make another one in the future, maybe a sequel to the remake. It's not a great series, but some of them are gems. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.